Welcome to Minecraft. Minecraft is an open-world sandbox game that involves mining, crafting, adventuring, and generally building. This video is a guide to surviving the first night. In this video, we will be covering the controls, getting your bearings, obtaining basic tools, constructing a basic shelter, collecting food, and collecting the resource known as iron. When you first boot up Minecraft and get logged in, you will face the title screen. Depending on how you want to play, there are several buttons you can click. If you want to play alone, click Single Player. After clicking Single Player, you will be faced with the Select World screen. If this is your first time playing, then this screen will have no worlds to choose from. In order to play a world, you need to create one, and near the bottom of the screen you will see a button that says Create World. After clicking this button, you will see several parameters for creating a new world. Among them will be the world name, the game mode, and the More World Options button. The game mode button will change what the game mode is for the world. The three game modes available are Survival, Creative, and Hardcore. Survival is the most basic mode and will allow you to experience Minecraft as an adventure game. Creative is the original mode for Minecraft which existed before Survival. In it you will have no health bar, no hunger bar, it will not be an adventure game, but merely a building game. Hardcore is like Survival, but you can only die once, and if you die, you will not be able to play that same world again. The More World Options button will take you to another screen that will give you more advanced options for creating the world, such as inputting a code referred to as a seed in order to make the world generate in a certain way. There are also options for telling the game whether or not to generate villages and dungeons, what type of world to create, turning on game cheats, which would allow you to use single-player commands to change your game mode or give you a certain amount of EXP or items, and telling the world whether or not to spawn a bonus chest. A bonus chest is a one-time occurrence when you first spawn into the world and will have some wood, basic wooden tools, some food, and a few torches, but that's it. World type tells the game what type of world to spawn, such as the default randomly generated world with different biomes, a super flat world, which is used mainly for custom creations like adventure maps, a large biomes world, which increases the size of all the biomes you find in the game, or amplified. Amplified is the most dangerous mode to use because it requires a very powerful computer, and if you do not have a powerful enough computer, the game will lag immensely. If you do not have a very powerful computer, do not choose this mode. Now that you know how to create a new world in Minecraft, before you start playing you should take time to learn the controls. To do this, go back to the title screen and click on the Options button. In the Options menu, there will be a button that says Controls. Click it and examine what buttons do what. In the event that you do not want to examine the controls via the Options menu, here is a rundown of the controls pertinent to surviving the first night. WASD are the movement keys which move your character forward, backward, left, and right. To move the camera and look around, move the mouse. Holding down left shift will cause you to sneak. Doing this makes you move more slowly, but will enable you to move along the edge of a block without falling off of it. Quickly pressing the W key twice and holding it on the second press will activate your character's sprint function. You can also do this by pressing the left control key while your character is moving, but it can be awkward to do so and is not recommended unless you are in a situation where you do not want to risk your character stopping. Pressing the spacebar will cause your character to jump by a height of one block vertically. Pressing E will open your character's inventory. It is here that you will see all the items that your character is currently holding. The 9 slots down at the bottom of this screen are the hotbar. You can access these outside of the inventory screen by pressing the 1 through 9 number keys at the top of your keyboard. Pressing Q will cause your character to drop the item they currently have selected in their hotbar. Pressing Escape will bring up the game menu. Here you can select from several different options. Back to Game, Achievements, Statistics, Options, Open to LAN, and Save and Quit to Title. Clicking Achievements will bring up a page that will show you how many achievements your character has unlocked. Statistics will tell you several things, like how many blocks you have mined or placed, how many monsters you have killed, how many animals you have killed or bred, how many times you have died, and how long you have been in that world collectively. Like on the title screen, Options will take you to the Options menu. Open to LAN will allow other players within a local area network to play in the same world as you. Save and Quit to Title does just what it says. Pressing the F1 button will remove your character's HUD, or Heads Up display. Doing this will allow you to see the world without seeing your character's hand or item that they are holding, or the health, hunger, armor, and experience bars. Pressing F2 will cause you to take a snapshot of whatever it is you are looking at in-game at the moment. Pressing F3 will bring up some statistics on screen that will show you several different things, such as your frames per second, FPS, what biome you are currently in, the cardinal directions you are facing, and your X, Y, and Z coordinates. This can be helpful if you are away from your base without a map or a compass and you do not know the way back. Pressing F5 will take you from a first-person view to a third-person view with a back shot of your character. Pressing F5 will give you a reverse third-person view with a front shot of your character, and pressing it again will take you back to a first-person view. In order to mine, chop, or collect a block, you need to hold down the left mouse button. Keep in mind that many blocks require you to have a minimum tier of a specific tool to mine it without destroying it. To place a block, you need to click with the right mouse button while that block is in your hand. Right mouse click also opens chests, furnaces, and crafting tables and turns grass and dirt blocks into farmland using a hoe. After loading into a world for the first time, you will spawn in a random place. The first thing you should do is look around to see what is nearby. If you are having trouble figuring out where you are, press the F3 key and take a look at the statistics to see where you are. Now that you know where you are, it is time to go find a tree. This is one of the very first things you should do when playing Minecraft: collect wooden logs. You will need them for various different things, most notably creating a crafting bench. To do this, you need one wooden log. Once you have it, open your inventory. Next to your character, on the right-hand side, you will see a 2x2 crafting grid. Take wooden wood log, place it in the grid, and you will see on the right of the grid that it becomes 4 wood planks. Click on the planks to get them, and then place one in each of the squares of the grid to create a crafting bench. Put the bench in your inventory and continue collecting more wood. Once you have 5 or 6 wood logs, place the crafting bench and access it. To do this, you right-click the bench while your cursor is pointed at it. Once you access the bench, you will see that it gives you more crafting options because it is a 3x3 crafting grid. Take 2 wood planks and place one on top of the other vertically inside the crafting grid. This will make 4 wood sticks. Take the sticks and place one in the bottom center square and one in the exact center square. Then place 1 wood plank in each of the top squares and you will create a wooden pickaxe. Take the pickaxe, put it in your hotbar, and exit the crafting bench. Now it is time to collect some stone. You will need 17 pieces of cobblestone for the next few recipes. Once you have it all, access the crafting grid and place 1 piece in each of the outside squares in the grid, leaving the exact center empty. If done correctly, this recipe uses 8 cobble and creates a furnace. Next, repeat the recipe you used to make the wooden pickaxe, but replace the wood planks with cobblestone. This will make a stone pickaxe and will let you mine iron. Next, place 2 sticks in the crafting table in the same manner you would create a pickaxe, but place only 1 cobblestone in the top center slot. This will make a stone shovel. Then repeat the pattern, but add 2 more cobblestone, 1 in the top left and 1 in the center left, and you will create a stone axe. This recipe can also be mirrored horizontally. Then place 1 stick in the bottom center, 1 cobblestone in the exact center, and 1 in the top center, and you will create a stone sword. These recipes can be completed with wood, cobblestone, iron, gold, and diamond to make tools out of those respective materials. However, there are advantages and drawbacks of using certain pickaxes. Wood picks are the easiest to make but can only mine stone and coal and wear out the fastest. Stone is the second easiest to make and allows you to mine iron and lapis lazuli. Iron is the most frequently used pick and allows you to mine gold, diamond, and redstone. Gold is the second weakest pick in that it can't mine much and is only slightly more durable than wood. Diamond is the strongest and allows you to mine obsidian, but is the hardest to make because of how rare diamond is. Torches are used to light up dark areas. To create torches, you need sticks and coal or charcoal. Place 1 coal or charcoal in a crafting grid and 1 stick directly beneath it. This will make 4 torches. To get coal, all you have to do is mine it. To make charcoal, you must cook wood logs in a furnace. Coal and charcoal are the most efficient fuel sources for cooking or smelting. 1 coal or charcoal will cook or smelt 8 items. The most powerful fuel source is a bucket of lava, which can cook or smelt 100 items. However, this is terribly inefficient as most items only stack up to 64 and some only stack up to 16. As such, you will only be able to cook or smelt up to 64 items at one time. The next thing you need to worry about in surviving the first night is constructing a basic shelter. This does not have to be fancy or extravagant or even very large. It is simply where you will be spending your first few days in Minecraft until you can make a proper base. There are several ways you can go about creating this shelter. You can make it out of dirt, wood, or cobble. All you need are 4 walls, a roof, light, a bed, a crafting bench, a furnace, a chest, a door, and a floor, if you want something other than dirt or grass to stand on. To make a bed, you need 3 pieces of wool and 3 wood planks. To get wool, you need to find sheep. The most efficient way is to shear them, but if you do not have iron, which is needed to make shears, then you will have to kill 3 sheep to get the wool. Once you have the wool and wood, go to a crafting bench and place 3 wood planks horizontally and then 3 wool horizontally above the wood. Sleeping in a bed skips the night and sets your spawn point to where your bed is, meaning that if you die, you will spawn next to your bed. If you break the bed, your spawn will reset to where you initially spawned when you first created the world. To make a door, place 3 wood planks vertically in the center column in the crafting bench, and then 3 more vertically in either the left or right columns. When placing the door, it places with the outside facing the edge of the block that the cursor is nearest. This is important as skeletons can shoot through the windows of a door if they are shooting from the inward-facing side. This next section will teach you about the various hostile mobs, or monsters, that you will encounter in the game. However, as this is a starter guide, I will only discuss monsters found in the overworld and not the Nether. The skeleton is a ranged attacker who uses a bow and can be very annoying if you are in a confined area. They burn in the sunlight and drop bones and arrows and sometimes bows and skeleton heads. Zombies are physical attackers that attack in groups. Frequently, you will start off only fighting one zombie, but they have an ability that sometimes causes them to spawn another zombie when they take damage. The lower their health is, the higher this chance increases. Zombies drop rotten flesh and sometimes iron ingots and zombie heads. Like skeletons, zombies burn in sunlight. Spiders are physical attackers that can climb vertical walls and can jump. They become passive in daylight, but in darkness they are actively hostile. Spiders drop string and spider eyes. Silverfish are physical attackers and attack in groups. However, they are very rarely seen as they only spawn if you break silverfish stone blocks. Creepers are physical and ranged attackers. They attack by blowing up while near you. Creepers drop gunpowder and sometimes creeper heads, but only if they die by you killing them and not by them blowing themselves up. They also drop a music disc if a skeleton kills them. Endermen are physical attackers that can teleport. They start out passive but turn hostile if you look at their face and then look away. They avoid projectiles by teleporting and frequently attack from behind. They are harmed by water and drop ender pearls when they die. One thing you constantly need to worry about is hunger. There are several ways to collect food. You can kill pigs, cows, and chickens and then cook the meat they drop, or you can collect seeds to make a farm, or collect apples by cutting down trees. The most common type of seed is wheat. To plant seeds, you must have tilled dirt no further than 4 blocks away from water. To create tilled dirt, you must right-click a dirt or grass block with a hoe. To make a hoe, you need to put 2 sticks horizontally in the bottom center and exact center of the crafting bench, and 2 of either wood planks, cobblestone, iron, gold, or diamond in the top left and top center, or the top center and top right. Iron is not necessarily needed to survive the first night, but it does help a lot. Iron can be made into all the tools mentioned in the previous sections, plus a few more. An iron pickaxe, an iron chopping axe, an iron shovel, an iron sword, an iron hoe, an iron door, a compass, a bucket, and iron armor are the most pertinent items, so I will only discuss them. To make a compass, you need 4 iron ingots surrounding 1 redstone in the crafting bench, above, below, left, and right. The iron pickaxe, chopping axe, shovel, sword, and hoe can be made with the same recipes mentioned in earlier sections. To make a bucket, you simply need 3 iron ingots placed in a V shape in the crafting bench. Iron armor is comprised of 4 separate pieces: a helmet, a chest plate, leggings, and boots. To make a helmet, place 3 iron ingots across the top row and 1 in the center left and center right. To make leggings, use the same recipe as the helmet, but add ingots in the bottom left and bottom right. To make boots, place iron ingots in the center left and bottom left, and in the center right and bottom right. To make a chest plate, fill up the crafting bench with iron ingots except for the top center. The armor recipes will also work with leather, which you get by killing cows, gold, and diamond. For a new player, the many things in this guide may be difficult to remember when playing Minecraft, so here are the most critical of points. 1. Figure out where you are. 2. Collect some wood. 3. Build a shelter. 4. Collect food. 5. Collect wool and make a bed. These things will be instrumental in surviving the first night. I hope this guide to surviving the first night will be helpful to Minecraft players both old and new. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.